10 strongest characters in Star Trek history. Star Trek generally leans toward the cerebral, focusing on attributes like intelligence and wit. But the franchise has also introduced its fair share of characters with incredible physical strength. Some aliens, like Klingons and Vulcans, are inherently stronger than humans, while other beings are created or genetically altered to be physically stronger. Captain James T. Kirk William Shatner and Captain Jean-Luc Picard Patrick Stewart can both hold their own in a fight, but they sometimes find themselves physically outmatched. Star Trek's most powerful godlike beings, such as John Delancey's Q, rely on their magic-like abilities rather than physical strength. While Q and beings like him can theoretically be as strong as they want, they often use other tactics to intimidate and outsmart their enemies. Warrior races like the Klingons, on the other hand, rely on their brute strength and fighting skills to aid them in battle and prove themselves worthy. Many of Star Trek's strongest characters have either been genetically enhanced or possessed synthetic parts that make them stronger. As security chief on the USS Enterprise D, Worf Michael Dorn regularly faced off against alien threats to the ship and its crew. While he sometimes served as a punching bag to illustrate the strength of an opponent, Worf proved on numerous occasions that he was more than capable in a fight. Despite being raised by humans, Worf trained in the ways of a Klingon warrior, even programming a violent and challenging calisthenics program on the holodeck. After Worf joined the cast of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, he may not have been in charge of security, but his Klingon strength regularly came in handy. By the time of Star Trek Picard Season 3, Captain Worf was working with Starfleet intelligence and wielded a Klingon sword known as a Kurlith. This weapon was so heavy that Captain William Riker, Jonathan Frakes, could barely lift it, while Worf swung it easily. Throughout her time on Star Trek Voyager and Star Trek Picard, Seven demonstrated superior strength and fighting skills, regularly taking down enemies who initially appeared to be stronger than she is. For example, when Seven's Borg implants pushed her to respond to a homing beacon in Voyager Season 4 Episode 6, The Raven, she overpowered a concerned Tuvok, Tim Russ, despite his Vulcan strength. As first officer on the USS Enterprise of Captain Christopher Pike, Anson Mount, Number 1, Rebecca Romijn, was one of the ship's most accomplished and skilled officers. Because the United Federation of Planets banned genetic engineering after the eugenics wars, Una lied on her Starfleet Academy application about being a genetically enhanced Illyrian. Number 1 was put on trial when the truth came out, but she was thankfully allowed to return to her posting. Although Una has not demonstrated many specific enhanced abilities, Illyrians are known to have enhanced strength and an extremely resistant immune system. In Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 1 Episode 3, Ghosts of Illyria, Una easily carried an unconscious LT, Emmer Bruce Horrick, and later bested Chief of Security LT Lian Noonien Singh, Christina Chong, in hand-to-hand combat. Q, a godlike being from the Q continuum, stands out as one of the most omnipotent and enigmatic entities in Star Trek. His vast abilities include omniscience, omnipotence, and the ability to manipulate time and space at will. Throughout the Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, and Voyager, Q plays both antagonist and teacher, frequently testing the crew of the Enterprise while bending reality to his whims. Despite his seemingly playful and mischievous nature, Q's power is limitless, making him not only a major force in the Star Trek universe, but also an embodiment of the unknown. 2. Captain Jean-Luc Picard. While Q may dominate with sheer power, Captain Jean-Luc Picard exemplifies another kind of strength, leadership, diplomacy, and intellect. As the captain of the USS Enterprise D, Picard's ability to navigate complex moral and ethical challenges makes him one of the most respected and formidable characters in Star Trek. His command decisions, often guided by unwavering principles, diplomacy, and a deep understanding of history, often prove more powerful than brute strength. His resilience, particularly in the face of personal challenges like his assimilation into the Borg Collective, demonstrates his inner fortitude. 3. 7 of 9, formerly a Borg drone, represents the union of human strength and Borg efficiency. Introduced in Star Trek Voyager, she was assimilated by the Borg as a child and later liberated by Captain Janeway and her crew. With her enhanced strength, intellect, and survival instincts, Seven is a critical asset to the Voyager crew. Her journey of rediscovering her humanity while retaining the vast knowledge and abilities of the Borg makes her a complex and formidable character. Her physical capabilities and her ability to interface with Borg technology give her significant power. 4. Spock, half human and half Vulcan. Spock combines the logical strength of the Vulcan race with the emotional depth of humans. As a science officer and later a captain in the original series, Spock's intelligence, physical strength, and mastery of Vulcan mental disciplines such as the mind meld make him a force to be reckoned with. His calm demeanor in the face of danger, combined with his loyalty to Captain Kirk and his crew, exemplifies a different kind of strength, one rooted in wisdom, control, and logic. 5. Data. Lieutenant Commander Data is a unique android serving on the USS Enterprise D. Created by Dr. Noonien Soong, Data is physically stronger, faster, and more resilient than any human. His computational abilities allow him to process and analyze data with astonishing speed, giving him an edge in tactical situations. However, what makes Data one of the strongest characters isn't just his physical prowess, it's his quest to understand and experience humanity. Despite his mechanical nature, his pursuit of emotional growth and ethical understanding makes him one of the most profound characters in the series. 6. Worf. Worf, a Klingon raised by human parents, represents the physical might and warrior spirit of the Klingon Empire. Serving as a security officer aboard the USS Enterprise D and later aboard Deep Space Nine, Worf's combat skills and sense of honor are unmatched. His inner conflict straddling the line between his Klingon heritage and his Starfleet duties adds depth to his character. Worf's strength isn't just physical, it's in his dedication to his family, his culture, and the Starfleet ideals he upholds. 7. Captain James T. Kirk. As the original captain of the USS Enterprise, James T. Kirk embodies the bold, adventurous spirit of Starfleet. His strength lies in his instinctive leadership, quick thinking, and willingness to take calculated risks. Kirk's physical prowess, hand-to-hand combat skills, and tactical ingenuity allow him to overcome seemingly impossible odds time and time again. Whether battling alien foes or navigating complex intergalactic politics, Kirk's strength lies in his adaptability and his confidence in his crew's ability to meet any challenge. 8. The Borg Queen. The Borg Queen is the face of one of Star Trek's most terrifying adversaries, the Borg. As the central consciousness of the Borg collective, she wields immense power, controlling vast fleets and assimilating entire civilizations. Her strength lies not only in the physical and technological might of the Borg, but also in her cunning and manipulative nature. She represents the ultimate challenge to individuality, as she seeks to subsume all life forms into the Borg's hive mind, making her one of the most dangerous and formidable antagonists in the Star Trek universe. 9. Captain Kathryn Janeway. Captain Kathryn Janeway, the captain of the USS Voyager, exemplifies strength through perseverance and intellect. Stranded in the Delta Quadrant, Janeway leads her crew through uncharted space for years, facing countless threats and challenges. Her unwavering commitment to Starfleet's principles, combined with her adaptability and tactical brilliance, allows her to outsmart foes far more powerful than her ship. Janeway's leadership and determination to bring her crew home, no matter the cost, highlight her inner strength and resolve. 10. Benjamin Sisko. Captain Benjamin Sisko, commander of Deep Space Nine and later the USS Defiant,